This is like episode 39 or 40, and I still haven't learned how to get counted in yet. I'm your host, Chris Wild, and with me is my normal panel of hosts.
There's nothing normal about us.
Say what?
There's nothing normal about us.
No.
Oh, it's absolutely normal to me. When you live in Wonderland, the Cheshire Cat is completely normal. Speaking of Cheshire Cats, the man with the giant smile, and it's not because of anything special except for smoking with the caterpillar, Mr. Matt Cruz.
What's up, people?
The man who took the eat me mushrooms a little too far, Eric Batista.
Howdy, y'all.
Off with her head, Christian Stovall.
Or Kristen, that works too. Hey, everybody.
Christian Stovall, however you say it this week.
Because it changes on a weekly basis.
Our tech girl host with the most, that would turn around and sing with the daffodils and lilies, and I don't know, it's been so long since I've seen that cartoon movie, Christina Talley.
How y'all doing?
And of course, speaking with the mushroom, or with the caterpillar, who are you, Brian Miller?
Hi, guys. That actually wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
All right, this week we have no script. We're not following anything. Christina's gonna give us a couple deaths we're gonna talk about, and then we're gonna move into just fun stuff. It's gonna be a fun episode. It's the last episode of the season. So we're just going to go ahead and have some fun and joke around, and hopefully you guys are entertained, and if not, screw it. We're going to entertain ourselves for 2 hours. So hope you enjoy it anyway. By the way, my name is Matthew Cruz, and I don't care if you're watching.
Yeah, I'm the one that's smoking it. Anyway,
Go ahead, Christina. Who's our first?
Let's start with the big one. The one that really, we just actually put out a video for this amazing director. George Romero passed away on the 17th. So, anyone who knows George Romero, he was 77 years old. So, it wasn't like, oh, I can't believe he died. It's tragic that he died, but at the same time, it was kind of like he was getting up there in age. But anyone who actually may not know who George Romero is the father of the modern zombie genre movie. So,
that is absolutely fact.
Actually, he was the first to ever cast an African American man as the lead role.
This is true.
that's correct. This is also
Very
true.
cool.
No.
Very cool.
And he was also, and the thing that me and you always talked about, and the thing I commented on the trivia videos, that a lot of all his zombie movies were social commentary.
Yes, they were.
And that was like they even stayed true to it when they remade Dawn of the Dead again. It was actually, the social commentary was still there.
Yep.
And heck, like I said once before, since he is the godfather of zombies, without him, there'd be no Night of the Living Dead, no Walking Dead. They'd just be the dead. Not much of a movie.
The good and the bad is like, without Night of the Living Dead and Romero's vision, there would be no zombie stories genre whatsoever, good or bad. There would be no 28 Days Later. There would be no World War Z. There would be no Walking Dead. There would be no Z Nation. Of course, the good would be there would be no more Resident Evil, and there would be no more iZombie, but I digress.
I liked iZombie.
iZombie's
entertaining, and it's a comic book adaptation. Remember that.
Exactly, yeah. It's a DC comic, actually Vertigo, but DC owns Vertigo, so. But still,
I got your back, Chris. I got your back, Chris. I didn't like it.
No.
I also liked Warm Bodies, but
Yeah, I did too.
What? No, that was that was weird. It was
some of the dry humor just killed me.
That's like just a zombie version of Twilight.
Don't be creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It was kind of making fun of Twilight.
All they needed was the zombie sparkling.
I know, right? R.
Wow.
R. And his name was R.
That's Nicholas Hoult. We were talking about that last.
Oh, come on. Rod Corduroy was in it. That's...
Yeah. And he says, cream of wheat. It's like the best thing ever.
Oh, God. And
It's the humor that kills me in that.
Oh Lord. All right, so yeah, Eric, how about you? Anything to say on Mr. Romero?
Nothing.
Wasn't a fan of
Wow.
zombies, huh?
Wow.
I'm not a fan. Not at all.
Okay. All right. Well, either
Fair
way,
enough.
we do apologize and send out our thoughts and prayers to Mr. Romero's family and friends. At this grievous time, he will be missed. Next.
Next, this one that happened last week. We had Nelsan Ellis, who played Lafayette on True Blood, had passed away at 39.
Oh yeah. This is one I took crap
So
for
young.
because I didn't care. Like I cared that somebody died, but I didn't care about the actor
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
his acting.
So that was last week, because unfortunately we had technical difficulties last week, so we have to brush up on 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
We did.
Which I liked True Blood. I liked his character. And like one of my favorite scenes, I actually posted it on my Facebook page, which was the whole when the guy sent back the burger because a gay guy made his burger and he came back and he said it had AIDS. That whole scene was hysterical. And it just shows you like you can't judge a book by its cover. It was just a freaking hysterical scene though. And the room goes quiet.
We're
I
letting
didn't
you
watch
talk.
True Blood, so
I
I don't
didn't
have
watch True
anything to
Blood
add
either.
to it.
Yeah,
I've
And
seen
what-
the
and
scene,
what's-
I've seen the scene, but I've hated the scene. I didn't like him as an actor. I'm sad that a 39-year-old passed away, but I really didn't have any like Eric with his dislike of zombie movies. I didn't like anything he was in. I didn't really like him as an actor, so I'm sorry for the loss of life, but I've got nothing to say as far as his career.
Fair enough.
Okay, fair enough. Anyone else? Should I move on to the next piece of news?
I liked him. I'll say that. My wife liked watching True Blood. I mean, I wasn't a big fan, but I remember the character, and I thought he was pretty cool. Totally different from the book series. Completely different from the book series as compared to the TV series. But still, I didn't mind him as a character.
All right,
Come
so
on, type.
type. All right, so
Well, I'm
next
running-
piece of
just
news.
to let people know before you get into the next piece of news. I am running the Facebook Live, so I want
Oh,
people to jump on and talking to the Facebook Live people because they're not going to hear it on the recording here until Saturday. Facebook Live people, jump on. Send us your questions. We'll answer them today. In fact,
Are they actually able to-
Christina should be bringing up her live feed too, so they can actually hear the rest of it.
Not after last week. No.
All right, then Brian do it.
I am.
Okay, cool. So go to Star Wars Canon Library. Brian Miller will have the whole entire thing playing for you guys because unfortunately my setup is not set up yet where you guys can hear the audio that I'm hearing in my headset.
So you want me to do a live feed from my camera?
I
Sure.
wonder if I can do one. I wonder if I can
I
do
don't
one
know
from
if
my
I can do
tablet.
that.
You can't share on the
Or
same
at least-
camera.
You can't share
Or-
on the same one? Oh.
No, once an app blocks the camera and you can't share to a different camera. You can't have it on two different cameras. Is the
Yeah,
Well,
point.
see,
I
one of the
can't do
reasons
that.
I didn't want to use the headset because I was going to do the Facebook Live. I wanted people to hear the broadcast.
But we need to hear you.
Yeah, so
There is that.
if anybody can get the audio feed out there for people to hear the other answers, awesome. If not, we'll have to figure that out. But I'll repeat the answers to anybody who asks questions for it.
All right, so next piece of news. And this is actually, we're going to step it up and have a little bit of fun. This just in. We just figured this out. We just proved this last week, actually. Our host, Matthew Cruz, is a dead ringer for Paul Giamatti.
Mr. Brian Miller did a side-by-side picture, which we did post
Thank
up on the Realm of the Mist page on Facebook. And quite honestly, I'm still not sure which one was Paul Giovanni and which one was Matt Cruz.
Look, we got him chugging.
I think we should do that for everybody. Who they look like.
Hang on.
I hate you guys so much.
Okay,
You
Cartman. You
are.
sound like Cartman right now. I hate you guys so much right now.
So much. You just have
I'm going home.
Mom, my papa.
Ma, Smitty's being a dildo.
And there we
Sure,
go.
Kitty,
You're
to be
gonna-
sleeping with
but-
mommy tonight.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Screw used in a non-tool man kind of way was also one we had to edit out.
No way, really?
Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. So.
Aww.
Ah,
I have
So
ruined
guess who
all
gets
your
to edit the
fun.
video?
So what about sticking my nut in her bolt?
Beef curtains. I got a list of words that are not on the FCC list.
Understand,
He
understand,
really does.
Burger.
Don't test him.
understand for Radiocast FM, you can't see what was happening. The funniest part wasn't the fact that he said meat curtains. It was the face he gave when he said it. It was like this child innocence, like he just got the greatest gift for Christmas.
I was watching Christina's reaction and just this moment of, oh God.
Oh, we've all seen
Right
Guardians
face.
of the Galaxy 1, so...
Yeah,
Remember
just
the-
keep this in mind. When these bunch misbehave, I'm the one that gets stuck doing the extra work.
All I gotta
You're breaking
all
the
I gotta
fourth
say
wall,
is-
fur burgers.
Those who see this episode, just remember the scene in Guardians of the Galaxy 1 when Gamora looks away at the camera and goes, "I'm going to die surrounded by the biggest idiots in the universe."
Nothing
The
goes
galaxy.
over my head. I will catch it.
Our
I am
reflexes.
Groot.
I am Groot.
So what, you guys don't have any friends?
Wow.
This is
I have
how we can
lots
get
of friends.
This is how we can get around the FCC censorship. Just, I am Groot and R2D2. That's all.
All right, so more news. This one's pretty rough. The metal band Adrenaline Mob was headed for St. Petersburg. They pulled over on the side of the road due to a flat tire on the trailer and got creamed by and the RV got creamed by a tractor trailer.
Jesus.
2 people died, 3 people in serious condition, and 2 people refused treatment.
God.
Damn.
It's
So-
sad for me to say I'm not familiar with the band, but the
That's
first thing that
tragic.
popped in my head was thinking of Cliff Burton.
I knew you were going to say that, Metallica.
So,
Reading it, that was the first thing that popped in my head. It's like, oh my God, not again. You know.
And
I mean, the pictures, honestly, the
here we
pictures are online. I'm not going to go too much into it. But the pictures are in line, and they are, it's vicious. I mean, there's parts of tractor trailer and RV everywhere. So it was a hard hit and a fast hit.
Oh God.
So
The 2 people that died, did they say they were band members or the people that were
no,
part of the RV?
they haven't said anything about it.
Hmm.
So
Mm.
Well, our thoughts and prayers definitely to all involved in that. You
Yeah.
know, speedy recovery
Yeah.
for those who were
Yeah.
injured, and definitely sympathy for the loss of the 2 lives in that. We'll give you more information as it develops, probably next season, unfortunately.
You just
Yep.
never know, man.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
true. I mean, they just pulled over for a flat tire and. No,
But
it's-
we can go into that rant about how people are on highways and stuff like that, especially when you're off to the side of the road with like 4-way flashers on and stuff.
right.
We could go into that. I got no problem with that conversation. But let's get through the news first.
All right, next piece of news. Actually, I'm going to let Brian talk for a minute about his awesome piece of news with his show, Star Wars Canon Library.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, we're talking about that? Oh,
Yes,
cool, right
hell
on.
yeah.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, what day was it? I don't even remember what day it was.
It was Friday.
So excited. Let's see here. I don't remember what day it was. I can look at my screenshot.
Well,
Okay,
seriously-
anyway.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what day it was. It was last week. So, I got a message from my the website for the Canon Library, and the way you can go to the contact us page and you type in like your name and your email address, and then you can send a message to my email. Well, I got one while I was at work the other day, and I literally about crapped out my heart when I saw who it was. And, the Canon Library got a message from Pablo Hidalgo. And hang on, you guys want me to read it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Read it.
Hang on. All right.
And
all right.
also explain your reactions and where you were and your boss's reaction.
Oh, do I have?
Yes.
Yes.
Chris, all right,
Yes.
so-
It's all part of the story.
All right. So when I got the message, this message, I was actually sitting on the toilet at work. And Chris already knows this. So I was sitting on the toilet at work, and I'm like, what do you do when you're sitting on the toilet? You're just, right? And it pings that I get this message through my website editor, and then also on my email, and I'm like, what in the world? So I look at it, and when I see the name Pablo Hidalgo, I jumped up off the toilet with my pants still around my knees and went, oh my God! My boss outside was like, are you all right there? I'm like, I'm fine. Then I realized what I'm doing. I sit back down, and this is the message that I got. And it says, the subject on it was great work, and it says, Brian, just came across your website. As someone whose sole job is Star Wars canon, I have to say well done. Your timeline is the most accurate I have seen to date, and I can tell you are pouring your heart and soul into what you do. Keep up the great work, and there just may be a job for you someday around here. You never know. Yours truly, Pablo.
They're watching you.
And I'm still on cloud 9, man. Like I just like even holy crap. Like I never thought. Never.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Realm of the Mist Entertainment. We may not be stars, but stars come from us. We've got a published writer and now a keeper of canon for soon to be Lucasfilm.
Yeah, but I'm going to take Pablo's job.
Oh, don't you say that. Don't you put ideas like that in my head.
That he likes.
Just don't forget us small little people that'll be continuing to do the
Never.
podcast.
No, I remember you told us you're taking us with you, and I'm going to hold you to that.
Yeah.
Just remember us little people as we're blasting your name in our current next season while you guys are all big and bad.
Mark's like,
yeah, Brian Miller put out the great Jedis are canon. Screw that guy.
Oh, God.
Mark hates the guy, so like I can just see him now. Screw Brian, I don't like that guy. He keeps putting out these tweets that I don't like.
Speaking on behalf of Realm of the Mist, and everybody here could say the exact same thing. That's one of the reasons why I was hoping we'd have everybody from Realm of the Mist on this episode. Congratulations, Brian. That is some next level shit right there. I mean,
Damn you, Chris!
I knew it.
With this one, I'm sorry. I will apologize to RadioCast, but I don't care. Something like this, it's got to be said. Pablo Hidalgo is an extremely big deal, and so 100,000%, we're proud as hell of you. Keep up the great work, man.
Yeah, we definitely are.
Absolutely.
Here we go. It's all happening, man.
All right, so let's go back to news. Let's talk something bad and something good. Let's do a compliment sandwich, as they call it in the crappy corporate world.
I'm hungry. You can't say that.
Eat your jelly
Didn't you
beans.
just eat
That's
like
what
a
I'm doing.
giant bowl or
I-
something
yeah.
right before the show?
Yeah,
Actually,
you
he
had.
had
So
food
next
before
up,
the
so for those who are Walking Dead fans, so there's this stuntman. His name is John Berniker. He was a stuntman for Walking Dead. He had tragically died after a stunt went wrong on set, and this was about a week ago.
I did read about that, but didn't Walking Dead suffer another loss
Yes,
as somebody
they
who did
did.
like
The-
voices on
The
it?
person who did the narration for Walking Dead, the guy said previously on Walking Dead.
Right.
He had also passed away in a skydiving accident.
So that's a double hit this season for Walking Dead.
Yes.
Yes.
It's extremely sad. What happened to him? The stuntman.
He was a stunt that went wrong.
Stunt that went wrong. Oh,
I think
God.
didn't it say he fell off of or he jumped or something off like a 25-foot balcony?
Yeah.
It's 25.
He's actually been a stuntman for over 10 years. He appeared in films like The Black Panther, The Fate of the Furious, and Logan.
Yeah.
So he's a very talented stuntman, obviously, if he's doing the big name movies like that, too.
Well, wait a minute. He was in Black Panther that hasn't released yet. Like
Well,
he
He did stunts for the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already
It's already
done.
filmed. It's already filmed.
God, is it really that close? It's in
Yeah.
production already.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been done.
He was only 33 years old.
Wow.
He died in the hospital, surrounded by his friends and family, when his ventilator was switched off.
Oh.
Yeah, he fell. It was reported that Berniker had fallen off a 25-foot balcony during the filming.
That's gotta mess with the crew's head, the actor's head, especially on a show like The Walking Dead. I mean, going back to Romero and stuff like that, you think about the lineage of a zombie show, and there's a lot riding on The Walking Dead, especially after the last season. And to lose somebody that you've known for 7 seasons now, because I'm assuming this guy's been with the show since the beginning.
Probably.
You know what I mean? That's got to mess with all of them, but especially, I think about this all the time. Like, could I do it if it were me? If somebody I loved and cared about was on a life support system and I had to make the choice of pulling the plug, could I? That's got to be an extremely rough thing to face. And I'm sorry as hell to his friends and family and to the cast of Walking Dead. That's just some rough stuff.
I mean,
right
especially 2 people. I mean, I know very well in those shows like that, they become family, just like we are family on Realm of the Mist. Like, if anyone here or something, God forbid, happened, it'll be like losing a family member. So,
I look forward to the day that I'm like a spirit ghost hanging over somebody's shoulder, out of our 5 viewers, and get to see my remembrance video. What you guys will say about me?
Will we actually even make a video?
Probably not.
Oh boy.
It'll have -3 views.
You remember that Chris guy that used to host us?
Who?
Yeah, me neither.
Who?
Oh.
Remember that guy?
Here's the remembrance video for me when I die. Yeah, you remember that Chris guy? Man, it's so great that he's gone. The videos have skyrocketed since.
Oh.
It's amazing. Our video quality has gone up by 20%, and our viewers have gone up by 60%.
The company's actually making money now. Thank God he's dead. I almost feel like that Ghost of Future, the Ghost of the Future in the Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge. Like when they're stealing his bed curtains and all.
Oh, damn.
All right, so let's move on to a little bit of good news, shall we?
Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes, please.
All right, so this is from the Doctor Who front. That
Yes,
they just
yeah, we're
announced,
Yeah.
which they just announced the 13th Doctor, and it is Jodie Whittaker, a female Doctor.
Yes!
I know, right?
Yes!
I saw this happening. Seriously, I did. I saw this happen.
Ginger!
Well, I will say this. I'll start off because I don't have a whole lot to say on this. Because I'm not a Whovian. I really have never been into the Doctor Who series. But I will say this. One, it's about damn time. But I am extremely disappointed that I've heard of a character named River or Song that's been a part of the show for many, many years. I'm kind of disappointed that character didn't become the female Doctor Who.
That's not how it
That's
works,
not how it
Chris!
works.
I don't watch the show, but I will say this much. To the Whovians that I've seen it all over the internet and everything else that are complaining about a female doctor. Shut the hell up.
Thank you. Get over it.
Shut the hell up. Okay? Give the woman her spotlight. It's her chance.
I actually haven't watched it in a while. I will watch this.
There have been, from what I understand, 12 male doctors. One was a repeat doctor.
Actually, wait. 13 male doctors, if you count the other doctor.
All right, 13 if you count the other doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
But there's been 12 or 13 male doctors. They gave one female doctor. Shut up! You're still gonna watch the show.
Yeah, you are.
So shut up. Let it happen. I'm glad for Doctor. I'm not a fan of Doctor Who. I have no interest in the show. But right on to him. Progressiveness. Move forward.
I mean, I'm approaching it the same way I do any of the new Doctors, where there's always like this, I don't know if I'm going to like this Doctor, but it has nothing to do with the gender. So I'm always like, well, we'll wait and see. I'll be honest, Peter Capaldi was never the Doctor to me. Like, never did it for me. Yeah, I tried to watch. I could not get into it when he was the Doctor.
Really?
I loved him as the Doctor.
Yeah, a lot of people did. I don't know what it was. Like, I didn't actively dislike him. It just, he didn't pull me in.
Really, they only made him the Doctor to really cover one story point. And it was the whole, why this face, what am I trying to tell myself? You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
That was really the only reason they did it, was just for that one story point, and then they kind of moved on from it. So,
right.
yeah. But I love Peter Capaldi. Like his first episode, like the first words out of his mouth when it goes from Matt Smith to Peter Capaldi, and he's like, "Oh, kidneys! I've got new kidneys," and he's like, "I don't like the color," and Claire's like, "Of your kidneys." Like, what? Loved it. Like, God, I was hooked.
Yeah. No, like I said, I didn't dislike him. He just never captured me. Like, never pulled me in.
I felt that way with Matt Smith, and I know I'm in the serious minority there. I never cared for Matt Smith.
He grew on me eventually, but I did not immediately like him. I loved David Tennant.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was fantastic. So I loved his Doctor as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, knowing that the Doctor Who show is such a long-standing, long-running film or show series, I can't imagine they'd make a move like this without thinking it through and making it serve the story and the purpose of the story.
Oh, yeah.
If they thought it through, if they thought it through, she'd be Ginger. I'm just saying.
No, but now they're saving it so that they can have a woman, and then later he or she can be a ginger. So they get to use it twice. I think it's great that they're finally having a female doctor, but I'm going in with the same level of apprehension as I always do.
See, here's the thing, though. Like, I'm really, really excited for this because anybody who knows me knows that I love good storytelling. So, like, I'm interested to see what kind of dynamics they can do because so far, like the 10th Doctor had that whole kind of love thing going with Rose for a little while, and then you can tell that, like, Matt Smith's Doctor and even Peter Capaldi's Doctor really had this like connection with Clara, right? So if you're having a female Doctor, you could do some serious storytelling there and different dynamics they've never touched before. I am losing my freaking mind over. Like, holy crap. They came out with this video on, what was it, Sunday? I think it was Sunday.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay,
I don't know.
and Kirsty told me, hey, they just put out the video for the new Doctor announcing who it is. I'm like, have you watched it yet? And she went, no. And I'm like, let's watch it. So she showed it to me, and we're sitting there watching it, and you see the wooded area and everything, and then you see the hand unfold. I'm like, that's a woman's hand. And she's like, no, it's not. And then the key appears, and then it showed, like, the half of her face, and she went, holy shit, it's a woman. And then when I saw plus, I'm like, yes!
Brian's happy dance.
I am. Whoa! I'm so happy.
You're an excitable little sort, aren't you?
Brian to me looks like he's just waiting for the porn parody of Doctor Who with the female Doctor.
Exactly. Now we can see Yeah, there it is.
Oh.
Doctor Who, not Doctor Who. It'd be Doctor.
All right, guys.
What was the girl's name? The Doctor
They managed to be all like progressive, and then.
What was the girl's name? The Doctor was in love with?
Men, I swear, freaking men.
Rose,
yeah.
sweetheart. I remember everything about us. Want to use the sonic screwdriver the right way?
And right here, we went from actually doing something to trash.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be good. It really is gonna be good. I cannot wait. I want to see the relationship between
Chris. I knew you were going to
TARDIS
do that
and
to
the
get me in. I swear.
All right, we got more news to get through, guys.
Because the TARDIS is female too.
Yeah. That will be a really cool dynamic.
Yeah.
Ooh, will they get along? Because two
I
females.
think they will.
No, you got to think about it, man. The dynamic of two girls. She's always known him as a man. Now he's a she. And that's not something she's used to. She's used to a female companion or another guy in the ship. But now, just her and her.
Because
that's different.
The TARDIS gave Clara a lot of crap, too. If you watch some of the shorts, the TARDIS didn't like Clara at all. They hated her.
Well, you know what? You're making me think of something, and I'm gonna make a very rare reference here on Fourth Wall. But anything with Realm of the Mist. It's making me think of Deep Space Nine, Star Trek, with the dynamic between Sisko and Dax.
Yeah.
When the show first started and Dax was appeared, and it was a young woman playing the role, and Sisko always remembered Dax, his oldest friend, as an old man. But it's it's an alien parasite that lives inside hosts, and when the host dies, it moves on to another host. So I'm almost envisioning that kind of dynamic where it's like, Sisko had a hard time trying to see past the body to see his friend.
Right.
I can almost see that with this Rose and new Doctor dynamic.
Well, the
Well,
Rose,
not
Rose is gone.
necessarily. Like the TARDIS,
Oh.
you have to remember that the Doctor is not the only Time Lord that the TARDIS has been with.
Right.
So there's, I mean,
Oh.
it could have gone through this 100 different times with 100 different Time Lords or Time Ladies, whatever. You know, like it could have already gone through a gender change. This is possibly not a big deal to the TARDIS. It's sort of, it could be normal to the TARDIS.
I just want to see Jodie Whittaker's Doctor go up against Missy. Like, I want to see those two go head to head now. That's gonna be awesome. Holy crap! Like, I didn't know we were talking about this on this episode. You guys should have warned me. Like, I'm so
Look how
excited.
happy he is.
Why? Because it's so much more fun to watch you like just spaz out like a child.
I know this.
I
This
feel
is a-
like we're watching a little kid get what he's really wanted for Christmas morning or
Yes.
something.
Yes, it is. He is completely over the moon on this
I
subject.
am. You have no idea. This is awesome.
I'm
Because
waiting
Dr.
for.
Boo is awesome.
I was happy when I found out Missy was the master. I'm like, what? No!
All right, so moving on to the other news before
All right,
Brian.
3 more pieces of news.
Explodes.
Yeah.
Next one, Eric Cartwright. He was a not the founding member, but he was a member of Foghat for a long time. He also did work with AC/DC, Allman Brothers Band, and Johnny Lang. He had passed away as well, so
Oh man, I thought we were through the deaths.
nope. We've still got a couple more to go.
AC/DC.
We gotta stop starting the show with the list of like
We get the-
casualties.
Well, we have to. Well, it's better getting it out of the way quick.
Well, look, 2017 needs to stop taking these people. If you're gonna take somebody, take Justin Bieber and Kanye West. Please.
Please, please. Oh yes.
You take
Oh,
them.
yes.
You take them. We won't even mention it. We won't. I promise. It will be if those two die. Well, I can't say next week because fourth wall will be on hiatus. When season 3 starts, and we and you take Kanye West and Justin Bieber, we will start off.
Or any of the Kardashians. Any
or
of
any
them.
of the Kardashians or Beyonce. You take any of them, and I promise you, you will see the happiest panel ever who will not mention one death.
It's gonna be 6 squares to nothing but raves and foam pits and shit. That's all that's going on. That's all it's gonna be. It's
And
like
there
glow
goes
sticks.
another.
Lightsabers flying around.
Okay, let me turn on my black light. Hold on.
All right,
Bro,
so
No, with this group, do not turn on a black light.
not in his room. Not in his room, Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
God.
True.
Yep.
No!
We just seen an episode of CSI in there.
Looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
Are we talking about my room or Matt's room?
God.
And you wonder why I have Star-Lord behind my head. Anyway.
You've been wondering how Star-Lord sticks there.
Wow.
It's not
Wow,
how
wow,
this
wow,
starts.
wow.
Anyway.
All right, so let's move on to the next piece of news here. This is coming from the Metallica camp this time. Something I don't think even the master, the master of Metallica knowledge even knows. But however, as we know, last year Metallica released their 10th studio album titled Hardwired to Self-Destruct. The successful album topped the charts and sprung a worldwide tour that currently is in progress. Metallica fans are claiming that this is the band's best work in years. However, since the album's release, there has been tons of rumors and discussions that the band who has contributed most of the album. And a few months ago, guitarist Kirk Hammett revealed that he feels he didn't contribute as much as he would have liked. Hammett claims that he has a ton of riffs and ideas on his phone, but he lost his phone before the production.
I heard it.
Now, James Hetfield is called out Hammett, saying that the excuse of you losing his phone for lack of participation of the album is far-fetched and makes no sense. Quote, and what he claims, I'm sure he did, but it doesn't make sense that he wouldn't have them on his computer either, but whatever. Yeah, Kirk had some riffs that he, I guess, submitted. It's not very nice word. It's not a very nice word to be used if you're in a band. But we all submit our tapes, we all sit there and we all listen to them and pick the best stuff. There was not as much stuff from Kirk, whether his phone was lost or whatever.
Kurt, if you ever watched some kind of monster or year and a half in the life of Metallica, as far as Kirk Hammett's participation. First and foremost, Metallica songs are primarily written by James and Lars.
Yep.
When it really breaks down to is James writes the music, James writes the lyrics, Lars helps with the arrangement of the music. That's really the dynamic. Really, anything you hear from Metallica is James's head. It's one of the reasons why Jason Newsted left the band, is because he didn't feel like he was getting enough creative freedom. However, he does take contributions from the band with creating the songs. Enter the statement of Kirk Hammett from Year and a Half in the Life of, which took place during the Black Album. Kurt was very much known as the guy who was too lazy to practice his own guitar solos. And then you go into Some Kind of Monster, and you see that was the first studio album where James really allowed everybody else to have more say in what happens in the music. And look at how well received Saint Anger was. So yeah, I'm glad James took back contributing, but I've heard this story a while ago that, you know, Kurt had an iPhone with like 800 different riffs on it or some crap like that, and he lost it or left it at a bus place somewhere. Some weird ass story.
It's probably on eBay now.
Yeah, probably. I'm not surprised. I'm not in the least bit surprised that hearing that he didn't bother submitting a whole lot to the new album. What I am surprised of is that it seems like, and for now, James is completely lucid. He's not. He's a recovered alcoholic. He's been on the bandwagon since Saint Anger. You know, he doesn't do drugs or alcohol anymore. So he's as clear-minded as he can be, and he's calling Kurt on his bullshit.
There we go again, Chris.
Sorry, but you know, it's the truth. It seems like James is like, you know, I'm after 30 years, I'm tired of the same excuses.
Well, maybe it's time, you know?
Time for what? To get Dave Mustaine back in the band?
Probably.
Could you see
I don't know, man. They've been having issues for such a long time. But I mean, I'm not even gonna, because I've had issues since after the Black Album with them, so I'm not gonna touch on this. I'm like, you know what? These guys, you know, they've been doing it for 30 years. They should know, you know, they should know each other by now. So, you know, all excuses. I know he's calling them out and stuff like that, but this should have been discussed a long time ago. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. That's the thing that's weird to me, is that it's so public that James is calling him out on it. This seems like something that, like, okay, if you and I had a disagreement, we're not going to do it on fourth wall. We'll do it. We'll do it off recording. James, in an interview, is turning around saying, yeah, I'm not buying the whole lost phone thing. You could have written something and contributed, but whatever. He's calling him out publicly.
It's called publicity.
Mm.
It's getting them publicity. It's getting the album publicity. I mean, wouldn't even surprise me if they discussed it. Losing my mic. Hold on. There we go.
Bad publicity is still publicity.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't even surprise me if this is something that they discussed doing, if in private they discussed doing this publicly. Like, that's how it works nowadays.
So you're thinking this is all a plant and a setup?
It could be.
I mean, it could be. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But either way, they're definitely using it to get publicity and get attention for the album. I mean, people are going to see all this and be like, ooh, that's the album that they had that fight over. I better go get it.
That's true. That's true.
You know.
I know people that'll do it just for that. Keep it so wrapped up in pristine condition. Not even open it.
Well, I know one of our other music connoisseurs who's been quiet for a while. Eric, how you feeling on James calling out Kurt?
I mean, I think it's a publicity stunt. Really, I do. Because if James Hetfield had this issue a couple years ago, Chris, because I remember reading it, and I felt it's like a reoccurrence. I mean, why now? You know? I mean, they've been together for over 20 years. You'd think they would know each other by now?
True.
Since 1981.
Right. So
I don't know. Again, Metallica's camp, up until they started really allowing themselves to be recorded, which again is a publicity stunt, but starting with basically like Cliff 'em all and Year and a Half of the Life of videos, and then especially the exposure of Some Kind of Monster, even though the album attached to it was the weakest of the Metallica albums.
Garbage.
Yeah, but it's being nice.
It's garbage. I'm not, because I do not like Metallica after the Black Album. It's garbage!
Garbage!
See, this is one of the times that Christina and I butt heads, because being a singer-songwriter,
You said
I
butthead.
actually like everything past the Black Album as far as lyrically, because it's really where James has come into his own as a songwriter. I love Load and Reload, and even Saint Anger's lyrics.
How's it
I
feel
mean,
being
I'm
the
like-
only person that feels that way in the world?
I can care less what other people think. My name is Matt Cruz, and I don't care.
No, man, everything is my fault tonight. I swear to God.
I'll be back. I gotta step away to,
Alright.
Oleg needs me real quick.
Alright, so let's move on to the last piece of news and get this knocked out. One more death. Unfortunately, we have to end it on a death. This is
People, stop dying.
Martin Landau, the actor.
Oh, this will be easy.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Wow, Matt. That's not right. You ain't right,
This will
dude.
be easy.
Oh, this will be
Let's
easy.
repeat. My name is Matt Cruz, and I don't care.
Okay, I think you just earned all of those.
Yeah, you really
I think
did.
you
I mean,
really
you just
earned every
pretty
one of
much
them.
went one step away from, oh, F that guy.
This will be easy.
Oh, Martin Landau, oh, F that
Oh,
guy. I
damn
don't care.
douchebag over there.
Yeah, right? Yeah, as you can see, obviously Martin Landau and Paul Giamatti do not get along.
Oh my God. I,
It was
There
that,
will be no dinner for
little known
five.
public feud between the two of them.
There will
All
be
right.
no Party of Five dinner for five video on YouTube.
anyway. I didn't mean it like that, buttheads.
You should know better than not to choose your words very carefully around us.
You can't say butthead without me laughing.
Basically,
Butthead.
you just took a bucket of blood and put it in shark-infested waters, and the sharks pounced. I mean, what did you expect to happen?
I jumped headlong into that one.
Let's
I
put,
did.
let's put it this way: we were all the Mako Sharks, and you were Samuel L. Jackson giving the inspirational speech.
Oh,
Damn.
that
Forgot about that movie.
I
First
love
time
that
watching-
movie. That scene is great.
Good
That
movie.
is.
That like takes all the wind out of the entire survival idea. Like, oh, we're so screwed.
And
Yeah.
again.
All right. So anyway, Mr. Landau.
Yeah.
Let's get back on point here, Mr. Landau. You were finishing the story, Christina.
Yeah, he has passed away. I don't have the news article up for that, but once again, he was up to, I don't remember how old he was. I think it was I think it was like 89.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, once again, natural causes. Just as Dennis Leary would say, at that age, you get hit by a truck, it's still natural causes. So
Is it-
not to make a joke out of something, but
how
Right.
I feel slightly better.
Oh wait. Not to make a joke out of it. Oh, this will be easy, and we just spent like the last 10 minutes picking on Matt. We've already made a joke out of it.
That's true.
true.
We are.
I thought we were making a joke out of Matt.
Yeah, we're
Well,
already
that's-
horrible.
Well, that's a weekly thing.
I asked for this one, boy. I did.
Well, you know what? We're going on like a 2-month hiatus between seasons, so people forget all about this by next season.
No, they won't.
We hope. We can only
They will
hope.
not.
No,
Hey,
that
that's
Paul
Matthew
Giamatti-
Cruz. That's the guy
that
who
Paul
did not
Giamatti
like,
thing.
who said
You gotta
something
make
bad about Martin
publicity is
Landau.
still
Cover
publicity.
picture.
Paul
We gotta make
Giamatti.
that Paul Giamatti thing the cover photo for the Facebook page. It's going on the website, Matt.
Oh God, I just
Yeah.
had the
Just
worst.
who's in charge of that?
Oh God, I just had the worst thought.
And it's the
we-
thumbnail for this week's
mixing-
video.
Mixing Matt's I don't care attitude towards Mr. Landau, and then Brian getting the Pablo Hidalgo email I just had a thought.
Oh God.
What if Pablo Hidalgo, God forbid, knock wood, never happens anytime soon.
Don't you fucking say this.
But
Don't
he
you fucking say this.
but he has an unfortunate demise, and we do a remembrance of Pablo Hidalgo, and Mark gets involved with it. That's the only thing that's gonna save Matt from being the I don't care guy.
It's more like the this will be easy guy.
I know my character's paying for it next Gaming XP.
Oh yeah, I think we got 2 special items for Chris right now.
Wait a minute. I want to go on record though. I deserve it for the game. I do deserve it for the game. I will take that lick. But it ain't just me. It's going to be the whole freaking party for the I don't care Matt Cruz thing. Okay.
I don't play that.
And Brian,
I have a PS4, so I don't know.
Like, the only way he can get me is if he shuts off my electricity. And he's like, "Damn it, Matt!"
I know where your master switch is.
Hey, he's not a way to shut off electricity. Just make you talk about making Splice the best movie ever. Transformers blow, dude. I got freaking evidence.
Oh my goodness!
Not kidding. And we played that game a few weeks ago, and a transformer down the road from me exploded. Like literally, I lost power.
Are you still trying to win?
By our powers combined and the bad of bad movies, we destroyed a transformer. Wow! Just think about that. Think about that for a minute.
This is a good segue. Our thoughts and prayers do go to Mr. Landau's family. But this is a good segue. A couple weeks ago, I stole off of Screen Junkies and Movie Fights and had everybody tell me the worst movie they had ever seen, and then pulled a switch on them and made them have to sell it to me as the greatest movie ever made.
And you're still a dick for that.
Yeah, I'm still a dick for it, but
you are a capital D dick.
No,
you're a capital D-I-C-K.
You are beyond dick level. You have hit penis status.
Yes, I understand. I am a purple-headed yogurt slinger. I got it. Okay. So, anyway, the choices, if memory serves, was Splicer for Brian Miller, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for Christina, Chips for Eric, and, of course, The Last Airbender for Matt Cruz. Now, Christina was involved, or Kristen was involved, but she chose really not to participate, and
I cannot even pretend that Kristen Stewart did a good thing.
Right, in Snow White and the Huntsman. So in turn, Kristen and Christina decided that it would be a good idea that I participated, and they forced me to have to do it with Twilight. And we all gave our impassioned, although bile-raising reviews of the movies.
Oh.
And I decided, in fairness, since Kristen had not actually participated in the game, that she should be the judge. And I think this is a perfect segue right now to find out who actually gave the best argument of making the crappiest movie the best movie ever made.
I'm gonna give it to Matt because I saw tears forming in his eyes. Like that was an amazing performance. I was moved deeply moved by your performance. I mean, I would not be surprised if we start hearing some Oscar whispers. That was amazing. It was amazing.
I mean, I definitely agree with Kristen's, because if I was going to vote on it, I would have given it to Matt as well. I mean, just every word, you can see his soul dying, and his pitch is getting a little higher each time. Like, you could tell it was physically and spiritually painful for him to do that.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I did tell my therapist about this. I really did. I was sitting there going, I've never felt so dirty in all my life. I had to be talked down about a movie. It was that traumatic. That's how bad it was that I had to force myself into liking it. I mean, all right, my nephew Logan, when he was younger, he liked Super Mario Brothers, the movie. We all know that was yes. He was 8. Okay, he was 8.
Okay.
He was a little guy.
You know what? I'm 40 years old. I like the Mario Brothers movie.
So did I.
I can't watch it. It kills me. I'm like, oh god.
I mean, it's like watching someone's career die.
I had to pretend to like it, but that was different. That was for a kid's sake. This one, oh my god.
Was for the sadistic pleasure of Chris?
Dude, if
Chris
anybody's
is a
watching,
sadist.
if anybody's listening on Radiocast, watch and stay tuned to Gaming XP, as you will wonder in awe of when Chris will serve his sentence for this. Because oh yes, there will be a sentence for this one.
It's definitely put an extra layer of
Oh.
stress with every die roll. I will admit that.
Yes. Yes.
Will this be the one that
I want to see you be like Mr. Burns. Excellent.
Oh,
Release the hounds.
I will be doing this very much so in the next couple of episodes.
Nah, he's going to turn into Dr. Evil. He's going to grab his little kitty and Mr. Bigglesworth.
No, we did not. No,
I'm
on
going
our
to kill
kitty.
you 1,000,000 times.
Ron, you
Oh, my goodness.
fall into a deep hole, and as you light a torch, you see you are surrounded by 1,000 beholders, and all you have is a twig from a sycamore tree. Roll for initiative.
And it is one.
Yeah,
And it is once a month when they get horny, and it is that time of month. Roll.
What are they,
That escalated quickly.
Beholders? I landed in their nest in the middle of Punfar. Ah!
Rhett and Link have a segment on their YouTube show called That Escalated Quickly.
I know. I've seen a couple episodes.
I love Good Mythical Morning.
I'm sorry, but that I pat myself on the back. That's going to be a deep cut for the nerds because I made the Ponfar Star Trek reference with the D&D reference mixed together.
Yeah, that one kind of that one's gonna ring out. There might be some nerd rage on that one.
Well, what I was going to say is that'll go back to a Trans Geek Girl episode where we talked about like the cultural impact of real geeks to fake geeks, in modern society. That joke will.
Oh my god, I love Harley Quinn like so much. I've loved her since the 80s, even though she was created in the 90s. Like, oh my god, I want to dress up with that. I want to love like Harley and Joker. What the
Next person says they want to love like Harley and Joker. I'm just gonna slap
I
them upside
hate
the
that
face
crap.
and leave.
All I gotta
That's
say is this: most of them already have it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Emotionally
Turn
abusive.
on the news. Most of them do have it.
I shouldn't laugh at that. Why am I laughing?
Because you're one of us, and
You're
you
like,
are
I'm gonna eat a
sick.
jelly bean and laugh.
I know this is gonna be like my most hated episode, but to be quite honest, ladies, if you want to love like that, the therapy pills are gonna be on you, honey. Sorry.
I'm telling you what.
Morticia and Gomez.
Yeah.
It's me and my
That's a
wife,
good one.
and Gomez.
Yeah,
I'll
Morticia and Gomez.
I will tell you what, man. I'm watching between Matt and Brian this episode. I think we're gonna replace the eating of the apple to show somebody's an a-hole. It's between this is gonna be easy and why am I laughing, Papa Jelly Bean?
Jelly beans. It's not that I like the jelly beans. It's just I like watching the stormtrooper bend over, so I just eat the jelly beans.
It's getting them all hot and
I
bothered.
feel like you're not helping your case.
Yeah, he's getting them all hot and bothered.
It went from stormtrooper to poop trooper.
Poop shooter. The poop shooter stormtrooper.
The trooper on a pooper.
So everybody knows what I'm talking about. It's one of these little things. It's just a little. The stormtrooper does pelvic thrusts.
Yeah, but you stare at his butt every
keep doing that.
time.
Christina, when you're editing this video, when he's doing that part, keep doing that part where you got him kind of like shaking the pelvis, and then kick on Bloodhound Gangs' Bad Touch.
No, it's always better when the lap dance is always better when the stripper is crying.
Yes, I love that
Yes.
song.
Yes.
God.
Yes.
I love that song.
Yes.
Her name was Russell.
Lap dance is so much better when
The
the
stripper is crying.
I never.
Well, I find it's quite a thrill when she grinds me against her will.
Oh my God.
Yes, the lap dance is so much better when the stripper
we went
is
from
crying.
awesome female doctor to that.
I never thought missing children could be so sexy. Did I say that out loud?
And Chris will not be back
Oh
for
my
season 3 of
gosh.
Breaking the Fourth Wall because he's probably going to be arrested after that.
Oh.
Hey, I didn't write the song. Although it did come from Philadelphia, so kudos to us.
It was even more of a turn on when I found out she was doing me to buy baby formula.
Oh my god.
You can't imagine how hard it is driving 18s to shift gears in an 18-wheel and drink a gallon of mood juice by polishing the one-eyed gopher.
I love that song. That is good, clean family fun right there,
That
man.
is. That is. I love the Bloodhound. We could do an
My
episode on the
soul
Bloodhound.
hurts right now.
I think her soul now feels what I did for the last Airbender.
No, nothing will
I don't
ever
think
feel
it
that
hurts
much
that
of
much.
torment and pain and just disgust.
Kristen, at least you don't look like Paul Giamatti.
You know what? I'm gonna make a request on RadioCast. I know we're gonna go trying to do the whole 2-hour straight through since it's our season finale here. But if you do split us up, please play Bloodhound Gangs. Lap Dance is so much better when the stripper's crying for the break.
Yes!
Yes, because we are evil, evil, evil people. And we're going to, if there is such a place as hell, we shall burn in it.
We're already
together.
there. Are you kidding me? That's why it's so damn
We're
hot.
just trying to get a good spot now.
Hey,
What do you
I'm
think?
mixing the margaritas on my bus to hell, okay?
You're not. You're filling the bong.
Oh, I'm feeling, oh yeah.
And it would not be an episode of Breaking the Fourth Wall that Matt getting owned by his wife.
Yes.
Yes. They heard that. Thank you.
Yes.
I think Brian
Wow.
fell out of his chair.
Now he had to walk away. There he is.
That couldn't have been timed better. No, you wouldn't. You'd be packing your own bong.
Squeaking.
This lap dance is so much better with a stripper.
And this.
Oh my god.
Oh, you know Paul Giamatti's going to be in Spider-Man 2. Seriously.
The real Spider, the new Spider-Man.
wait.
Amazing
No.
Spider-Man 2 as the Rhino.
He already was.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said he was going to be.
But yeah, he was already in
I
a
was
suit.
like, not again. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, for the few minutes he had on screen, that was badly done.
Oh,
And-
Spider, I'll let you talk to little boy before I try to kill you. Like, really? Really?
It was badly done, not to mention the Rhino didn't wear a mechanical suit. It was
like integrated.
exactly.
Okay, but Paul Giamatti is not at all a scary looking person.
Then you get
They had
somebody
to do
other than Paul
something.
Giamatti.
You didn't
I
need
know.
this. Didn't need to be a all the comedy in that scene should have been owned by Spider-Man. They didn't have to make the Rhino funny. He's never been funny in the comics. I mean, it was just a bad. That whole scene was just. That was not a way to end that movie. I mean, we were ready
That's
to talk.
segment.
Gwen-
Bad casting choices.
That was definitely one. I'm sorry. We had the most tragic, the very defining moment in comic book history that was called one of the darkest moments in comic book history. In the Bronze Age, the death of Gwen Stacy ended the movie with Paul Giamatti in a Rhino suit getting locked up again.
Ooh. Ooh.
And
What?
barely a sneak peek at the Sinister Six. Not a way to end the
Oh,
movie.
come on.
guys.
It's a lot better than him in the rest of the movie wearing the Adidas, the Adidas freaking, and the freaking
yeah.
fake barbed wire tattoo that wasn't even straight.
Wait. What made Chris show his O-face? What's going on?
Give me a second. I'm getting it.
Uh-oh.
That's all it takes? Oh, boy.
No. I saw something I saw. I was trying to pull up lap dance. I was trying to pull up lap dance to play in the background.
No,
No, look at him,
copyrights,
copyrights,
dude.
And then I came across Collider on YouTube, Movie Talk, and their big headline: Robotech live action movie to be helmed by IT director. By IT director.
Oh.
Yeah, not IT. IT means information technology.
Yeah, I was
By
going to say,
it.
IT director. What the
No, I know. I corrected myself afterwards. By the new IT director.
Well, that changes things.
But the
Yeah,
fact
otherwise
what
it
made
sounds
me
like
go,
some weirdo.
Let
from-
me see. Let me see.
Some
it
guy from
first,
IT's gonna direct it. I don't know. His name's Bob, I think.
well, no, what made me go ooh is Robotech live action movie.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
No. No. Stop
Why not?
messing with my goddamn childhood.
Oh, there you go, Christina.
Why? They were all crappy animes anyway. Make them live action. They can't be any worse than The Last Airbender.
Oh, now we're gonna drag me out of this. Really?
No, I'm being fair. I'm saying it can't be any worse than The Last Airbender.
Nothing can be any worse than a Naz. I don't know. Don't challenge him.
I
I
would like
beg
to
to
point
differ.
out the way Matt went when you said that, like his shoulders hunched up.
But
You
no.
gotta brace him before
No.
you say the magic
How
words.
dare
Chris.
you? How dare you blemish the
Triggered.
mediocre anime style, American anime style of Robotech? Robotech is what it was. Leave it alone. It was actually American. It wasn't even anime. Just FYI.
Yeah, but it goes back to that we don't do anything.
But what's
new or
her name?
original now.
Freaking was so good. Was it Mimi or Meanie or what? I can't remember her name now. It's been a while since I've seen it. She was such an annoying character. I wanted her to die so bad, but kids show, no one dies.
Hey, it is on
Oh
Netflix.
crap! Have you
can
seen
watch
Rebels?
it.
Well, this is
Yeah, right.
rap. This is we're talking about 1980s versus now.
Yeah. This is.
Have you seen? Wait, no. Have you seen the original Transformers movie? Optimus
Yeah.
died like 10 minutes into it.
I know.
All the
trust-
original Transformers died in the first 10 minutes of it.
I know.
that dude.
And
That
then,
great.
not only did they do that,
Mhm.
but like 3 episodes later in the series, they brought him back as a zombie and had to kill him again.
No, I know the red dust saga. The red dust saga. Ugh, don't remind me about that.
Hey, just be happy that they're making a live-action Robotech movie. I'm still waiting for Voltron. I'm still waiting for Tranzor Z. I'm still waiting for Americanized Star Blazers. Not the Battleship Yamato. I mean an Americanized version of it.
They already
Something I
did.
can
It's
actually
called Star
understand.
Blazers.
Non-cartoon.
They did. Base Battleship Yamato is actually in English and is dubbed very well in English.
There's no such thing as dubbed very well in English.
Actually, you'd be surprised. Matt's seen it, right, Matt?
Yeah.
I like the Japanese version. Thank you.
I have never seen it.
It was the response, wasn't it? It was like, yeah.
But no,
I've never seen a foreign film where they dubbed the English that it matched up perfectly and the voices sounded natural. I'm sorry, I never have.
It was also
Oh,
the
what-
pause before your response.
What movie had? What was the movie that had Jet Li in it? And hang on, what was the
Black
name of that
Mask.
movie? Yeah, no, what was that? It?
Where he played Kato.
Green Hornet.
Green Hornet.
No,
No, that was not. That was not Jet Li. That was Seth Rogen and something that I like to forget.
Jet Li. There was a movie. Why can't I think of the name of this movie? But he went bat crap crazy for a while, like spitting balls on his finger and stuff. Like he lost his mind and then all of a sudden snapped back into it and was like this kung fu master. Like
Wait, like what?
Oh, no.
Is it one?
Like what? What was that? No, what was that, Brian? You broke up a little bit.
Is
Yeah,
that
just like repeat that for us.
is talking about
You can play with those.
One?
Yeah,
Wait,
you
wait,
gotta
the
do the
son-
whole thing.
The one?
the son from
well, it
The
wasn't
son-
the one.
the son of the Kung Fu Master, the one that.
Is that it? I think that
No,
might have been it.
Or are you talking
No,
about
I know exactly
Unbreakable?
what you're
Or not
talking about. It's
Unbreakable.
called
Unleashed.
No, not Unleashed. She's talking about not Unbreakable. It was. Oh, honey, Jet Li movie with where he played the Kung Fu Master and he helped create the Kung Fu Association. Fearless.
No, I don't
knew
think
she-
that was it.
Yes, that was Fearless.
Are
No,
you sure?
Fearless was treating like a dog.
No, that was Fearless was. Well, no,
Hang
you're
on, I'm looking up his filmography right now.
not.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are film buffs.
And yet again, my question is, why isn't Lori on this show? She seems to know more.
I know, right?
Yet she was being coached to the whole time of Gaming XP.
What? What's that being coached?
Uh-oh! Give her a mic! Give her a mic!
Give her a mic.
Give her a mic. Give
Yes.
her a
Give
mic.
her a mic.
There's a chance to give her a mic. I want you to know this right now.
Hot take. It's Unleashed is the one where he was the one like a dog.
Unleashed was
Then
the one who was like a dog,
apparently-
and it was Fearless that was the
I'm
Kung
pretty
Fu
sure I
master.
told you the right time.
That's what I was telling you. I'm telling you were right for once, and you're trying to correct yourself. Gee,
Sure.
there's a first.
Wait a minute. Did you just tell your wife I was trying to tell you were right for once?
Yep.
Commas are so important, man. We may not get another episode
They
of
are.
KNXT.
They are super important.
Oh, I don't care. She could try to kill me in my sleep, but that just wouldn't
That
work.
would just turn you on.
Yeah, that probably would turn me on.
Oh my god!
I don't think your ceiling could take him being turned on again.
Spider-Man,
Joe over
Spider-Man shoots whatever a spider can.
I can't say too much because
Yeah, it's Fearless.
it was Fearless. I was right. Well, you were right.
It was Fearless?
Unleashed.
It was
is
Fearless.
the one-
It was
yes,
Fearless.
Unleashed, where he's the one with the collar.
It's Unleashed, yeah. Because that's when you're right. He was the Kung Fu master. He ended up really screwing up everything in his town.
No, that wasn't it.
That wasn't
No.
it, but
No, that wasn't it.
that was not the movie that I was thinking of then.
I'm trying to find it.
While they're trying to find it, let's keep on this anime thing. Let's talk about some. Well, first, before we even talk about some anime that actually we would want to see become live action, I've got a question for everybody. Who has been on Netflix and seen the new Castlevania?
See, off,
Oh yeah.
I
loved it.
saw it on there. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, my serious question is, okay, why couldn't they just make this into a movie instead of 4 episodes?
Why couldn't this be one episode? Because it really was it was a great setup, but 4 episodes for a season? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. They should have just made it a movie.
It
I mean,
played-
it would have been like it would have been perfect length for a movie. It would have been less annoying. Why? Netflix, you done messed up.
No,
But they
actually,
really
no,
didn't. But they
No.
really didn't because
Yeah.
we're all excited for the next season.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you can
So
make
they-
a second season movie, just like they did with when they brought Ruby to Netflix. They combined all the episodes into one season, into one movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you-
they did that with
So
Red versus Blue,
why
too.
couldn't you do that? Yeah. So why couldn't you do that with this? Just make it one, then season 2 will be another 2-hour-long movie.
well, maybe they might double up the episodes, give us 8 instead of 4 this time.
Well, I think they're talking about. I think I read that they're already in production of the second season, and they're talking at least 13 episodes. So they
See-
are extending it.
See, there you go. It's like same thing with Daredevil. When Daredevil first came out, it was only like 9 episodes.
Well, remember
First-
when the Walking Dead came out, the first season of the Walking Dead was only 6 episodes.
Yeah, no one and everyone, and it was such a runaway hit. That's why it got
I think it was more than 6 episodes actually.
No, I've got the season on my shelf.
So
it's
do I.
6 episodes. Look at it. It's 6 episodes.
No, I gotta
move Faster than-
out of the way.
faster than IMDb. If she would have fallen out of the chair, I would have felt so bad.
No, you wouldn't. Don't fucking lie.
But no, it makes me think, especially after like everybody's backlash to things like, sorry, Matt, The Last Airbender or Ghost in the Shell. Like there hasn't been a lot of luck with turning anime into a live action Americanized movie.
You know why? I can explain
Because-
why. I know why.
It's kind of like, all right, the first Matrix, that was based off.
If you say the words whitewash, I'm gonna be so mad.
No,
Okay,
I'm not
I
gonna
was
say
gonna-
whitewash.
Okay.
when the Matrix first came out, it was very revolutionary. If they try to make too much, it was based off anime. A lot of it was based off anime. If people do the movies now, it's going to just look like a Matrix ripoff. Seriously.
See, the problem is with anime, because it is like a cartoon style, you could do whatever you want. I mean, really, these artists, these directors, when they're drawing up these storybooks, when they're starting to draw up the cells, draw everything up, they can do whatever they want. There is no limitation at all. If they want them fighting, like Outlaw Star, they want a ship that pops giant arms out of it and starts wrestling other ships, they can do that very easily because it's all ink and pen, just like a comic book. Now, when you get into live action, the problem is now you have limitations. Now there's only certain things, like now you run the risk of coming off as cheesy, coming off as things that won't work right. So there's where the problem comes in. So it gets a lot more trickier. So if it's not done right, it comes out like Ghost in the Shell.
Well, see, I would almost, actually, I'm not gonna almost. I would completely disagree with you, because I could point at things like Avatar. I could point at things at Transformer. Although they may have weak storylines, that's the writer's fault. But the limitations you're talking about, as far as like ink and pen drawings to putting it on celluloid for live action, CGI has eliminated those limitations.
Not
you can do whatever you want.
Simply put, okay, when you watch anime, watch how many times they had, like, the character will have, like, a funky face expression. Even, for example, it's a common theme in any anime where they'll have that, like, weird big-eyed, big mouth pop-out kind of thing.
That quivery, watery thing where there's like...
Yeah, exactly. It's
they turn a shade of blue.
You can't reproduce that in live action and have it look authentic.
Right,
there's a lot of things you can't reproduce, which are parts of anime, which are standard parts of anime you cannot reproduce in live action. It's impossible.
Well, again, I can't necessarily say for Last Airbender because I've never watched a TV show, but it's like we're not talking about like Pokemon or something like that. We're talking about Ghost in the Shell, where there was no animation style like that in Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell was a very straightforward animated cartoon.
The live action of Ghost in the Shell was just a complete failure. That's all. It was just that was a failure all the way up the chain.
Well, my question was going to be, what anime out of the panel here? What anime would you want them to see attempt do a live action movie?
Akira.
Americanized Japanese.
Akira.
You say Akira? You say
Definitely Akira. It would I love Akira. I mean, it's a great, and I think it would be a movie that would translate very well into live action.
Easy. Vampire Hunter D. That'd be very easy.
You took mine out. That was going to be mine right there, was Vampire Hunter D.
And you have two to choose from, too. You got the first one, and then you got Bloodlust. So, definitely, and that would be an easy fix. Just don't make them sparkle. Yes, Kristen, I had to say that.
But yeah, I would just say for the record too, the other reason I picked Akira, because my second choice would have been Hellsing. But the reason why I went with Akira, because it's such a recognized movie. Anyone who knows basic about anime knows, if you haven't seen Akira, then, because that is like one of the staples of anime. And the thing is, as a result, you can't screw it up. You're not allowed to if you screw it up, you will catch hell. Just like if you had a director come into Star Wars and screw up an movie in Star Wars, you'll never hear the end of it. Your career's over. So
since Matt took mine, now I'm at I would almost initially say Ninja Scroll, but I think that would fall under what you guys were talking about, where it won't translate well.
Yeah.
To live action. So now I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, well, no, not Appleseed. I'm kind of thinking I'm either thinking Bleach or Trigun.
Trigun wouldn't translate well because it has a lot of that weird anime style we talked about, like the weird facial feature, pop out eyes and stuff. So Trigun would not translate well. Bleach probably would. Bleach would translate well. So I would say go with Bleach, but Trigun would not translate well. It would be way too hard to make that work.
You could make any of them work as long as the movie didn't take itself too seriously. Because you could do a style kind of like that of Scott Pilgrim versus the World, that kind of thing in it, where the movie didn't take itself so seriously, and you could do stuff in live action that was in anime, just it wouldn't be realistic.
Right.
Ooh, you know what? Another one would be a good one. Would be Sword Art Online. That would make an excellent live action because it would be kind of a cheap way around it. Because as soon as they're trapped in a video game physics apply, and they can actually make that work in the live action.
Oh,
True.
Speaking of video games and movies with video games in it, did anybody catch the trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Check that out.
Yeah.
And also the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'm sorry, I'm a huge anime fan, you know that? So, yeah, you really got my brain turning right now. Like, I've seen the live action of Attack on Titan. That was actually decent. That was good. The live action Space Battleship Yamato was good. The CGI of Space Captain Harlock was freaking amazing. That was amazing.
All right.
How come
all right.
I can't find the trailer?
All right, I got one for you guys then. Both have suffered a lot over the years with being translated into live action movies, both animation and video games. Both type genres have suffered with becoming full-length feature films with actors, whether it's the whitewashing dynamic or just really crappy storytelling. Perfect example for
Street
the
Fighter
anime genre is Street Fighter or Last Airbender. Perfect example for even Assassin's Creed was expected to be the movie that saved the video game genre, movie genre, and was an extreme disappointment.
Oh, let's not forget Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia.
Yeah, that does count.
That being said, I'd still take that knife. Like they had it at a store here not that long ago. I'd still take that. That was cool.
Matt, stop playing Pokemon Go.
But the question I was going to pose to the panel is, which genre has suffered more from being made live action movies?
Video
Definitely
game.
animation. Good.
Between those two, or just all
Between
genres?
those two.
Video
Between
game
those
because...
Because movies with that are film adaptations of books have been hit and miss.
Right.
There's been good ones, there's been bad ones.
Right.
But there's been almost a continuous string of bad video game and bad anime.
Almost every single one. You look at what they've brought out. It's just been failure after failure when it comes to
Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed,
Assassin's
the
Creed.
Mortal Kombat series,
Oh God, no.
Street Fighter, Super Mario Brothers. Yeah. I could keep going here, but yeah, there's.
Double Dragon.
Oh my God! Why did you?
It's getting painful.
I mean,
getting very
they've
painful.
completely screwed this up the entire time. Every time they want to make a movie, but yet the games that would make great movies, they don't touch.
Last of Us.
The Last of Us would make a great movie.
Make an amazing movie.
Any of the Mass
Fallout.
Effect now quadrilogy would make an
Fallout.
amazing movie. Fallout would make an awesome movie. Like
Yeah.
those kind of movies, those RPG style movies is what they need to concentrate on. You can't make a 2-hour feature out of a game that just runs off a one-way level. You can't make a game. You can't. What's next? Going to be Call of Duty, the movie?
Actually, they were.
I've already seen it. It's called Save Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's Battlefield the movie
That's any war movie.
that's a real freaking war game, not Call of Duty. Oh look, I
Black Hawk
360. I just 360'd off the roof, no scope. Yay! I'm teabagging you. Yay! By the way, if a female cannot teabag, it is called taco dipping.
What?
Next to me, Curtis.
I just made
And
Eric
today's
leave.
random fact was brought to you by Christina.
Yes,
Beef
random
curtains.
facts. We were just talking about Call of Duty. Okay, we all heard the term teabagging, made famous by Halo originally. And then definitely exploited. But however, a female character could not teabag because they do not have the necessity equipment to teabag. So it's called taco dipping.
all this segment of Breaking the Fourth Wall brought to you by Taco Bell.
They gotta. No way, man.
And
Get-
red
get-
and red
wait,
burrito
I
Hardee's.
got one. Get your fourth meal on.
Taco dip. Was that a fish taco?
Hey, no double dipping.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh my God! You just reminded me of a
just
story.
getting ready to text Kirsty and tell her I was hungry too.
You guys just reminded me of the story, kind of unrelated but related story. So his old friend I used to have, I haven't talked to him in years, but his son had this thing about double dipping his chips in the dip. And one day my buddy turns around, he yells at him, "Yo, stop double dipping." About half an hour later, he does it again, and he starts crying, goes, "I have to double dip it. I can't help it."
Oh, this taco dip has too much sour cream dripping out of it.
So why does it smell like? Goes, wow, was that a fish taco?
Oh.
Oh.
You know, and here's the thing. I actually got invited to have tacos for dinner today. I am not lying. That was an invitation that I had.
Well, actually, if you want to be fair, like this is gonna be heard on Saturday, but we record on Tuesdays. It's Taco
Tuesday.
So who's playing Call of Duty tonight?
It's raining tacos from the sky.
You know what? We were talking about the name of this episode. I'm gonna propose this here. I still stand by what I said. I will allow this episode to be named "Oops, I Did It Again" if a certain something happens before the ending of recording. However, if it does not, I propose Taco Dipping Tuesday.
No, it's going to be so long, and thanks for all the fish. We've already agreed on this. Stop changing shit.
No, we didn't.
Yes,
Who
we did.
agreed to it? We had no vote on it. You said it, and we were all
I
like,
liked it.
then we
Brian
No,
liked
I said
it.
It was awesome.
We actually had...
Whatever keeps me from dancing to Oops, I Did It Again. I don't give a crap what we do.
Okay, so oops, I did it again.
I do want to go on record stating that I was keeping his anonymity in case he didn't.
I mean, Eric dancing to Oops, I Did It Again.
Just to give you an insight.
Oh, you're back, Eric. Hi.
Did you just taco dip someone?
No, because you just killed my idea of going to Taco Bell in a little bit. Thanks.
Oh man.
Yes, I just messed up 3 people's meals.
Everyone's dinner.
Not mine. I had chicken rice and broccoli.
Oh, the other taco.
Nope, no tacos involved.
You can always have a burrito. Can we?
And then it
talk
just
about
goes to the
something
sound
other
of
than
Matt's
Mexican food?
fan.
I know. I'm like, wait a minute. I say we can always talk about burritos, and then it got deathly quiet.
I know. You can just hear Matt's fan going tick, 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 tick.
Oh my god.
Like 22 Jump Street when Channing Tatum's looking back and forth between the picture of the captain's daughter and Schmidt. And you hear that. Oh God!
Oh, you know what? Speaking of extra
And
shark,
then he froze. On my screen, you froze for a second, like with your arm up like this. You looked hilarious.
oh, speaking of extra sour cream, there was extra news that we could talk about. I shared it to you guys last night. The new trailer for Disney XD's Spider-Man.
Have not looked at it yet. Have not had a chance.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look
You
at it.
shared
yet.
it like 12. Okay, in all honesty, you shared it at like 1 o'clock in the morning. Some of us do have work in the morning, and we had to be asleep.
And I didn't get home till about, damn, I was late. Anyway.
Yeah, some of us do work for, the large conglomerate online reseller that sells massive dildos. And I have to freaking measure them.
And it rhymes with Amazon.
Yep, she has. I'll
What about
never
taco
forget
dips?
that.
Yeah, no, I had a whole rant about that. Thank you.
That
What
was
about taco dips? Do you sell taco dips?
Yes, we
If
do.
not, we gotta make them.
Yes, we do.
We gotta make them.
No, I have seen sex toys that have given me nightmares.
So have I. I've walked into sex shops and seen some stuff. That women, y'all got the greatest toys in the world for that type of stuff. Like the guys' toys. Ugh. I'm sorry.
No, there's some really scary ones. Like the octopus was definitely on number 1 on my list of scary-looking toys.
Say what?
It was called the octopus. So it was this ball, and it had like tentacles hanging off it with smaller balls hanging off each tentacle.
Bring Hentai home.
And we just lost Brian.
We lost Brian. You scared him away.
And apparently you can actually divvy these things up and stick in whatever orifice you want to. Yeah.
I've seen vibrator dildos that have so many ball bearings it almost looks like it would like be ripping your insides apart. I have.
You haven't seen the fist of pain.
How did we get here?
I don't know.
Christina, blame her.
Actually, you know what we should start talking about? Let's get off this subject. Let's get on to memories of breaking the fourth. And anyone know what happened to Brian before we actually move into the next segment?
I'm trying to find out now.
Did we actually scare him away?
I know we haven't gotten to our fond memories yet.
Yeah, we have to start talking about our memories of the second season, seeing that this is the end of our season.
Guess my Skype decided to be a cold-hearted.
Yeah, saved it.
Taco dip.
Christina said,
There you go. That'll save the editing. Anytime any of us get into a rant, just be prepared to beep. Okay.
No, I'll do edits. I'll just do word edits. So, you silly, flatulating Jehoshaphat.
Great Jehoshaphat.
Well, Julius H. Caesar.
So anyway, yeah, our fond memories of the show. We can move on. Brian is having issues.
And he's actually having issues with the Skype as well.
Yeah, not connected to Skype for whatever reason.
He has issues, but we also, like, we all have issues. We have more issues than National Geographic up in here.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Screw Skype.
Oh, don't start with this again. Just because your computer's a POS, don't blame Skype. Because you know something,
Skype is a horrible app to use. It really is. There's so many freaking connection issues. Even if you have the world's greatest computer, you're glitching out.
This is backroom talk, not live broadcast talk.
Oh, we could live broadcast.
I swear to Julius H. Caesar that I will rig a cattle prod to your desk. So every time you start misbehaving, all I gotta do is hit a button and it will zap your soft scrotal area.
And again, knowing me for over 20 years and some of the dumb stuff I've done, especially when I was drunk, you really think that's gonna bother me all too much?
At 120 volts, it probably will.
We have videos of me being drunk, standing in front of a bowling lane and allowing people to throw bowling balls at my crotch. A cattle prod seems tame.
No, my favorite was
YouTube.
this.
You can go find that. It's White Entertainment Television. Go check it out.
No, I still think the best was tying the rope to you and to the battle wagon.
Yes.
Literally, we would literally play tug of war with Cyclops. With a V8 350, with a 1977 Mercury Cougar Villager station wagon versus his unit, and guess who lost? And it wasn't the 351 Ford two barrel.
Oh no! If you ask any
How
of my
do you have
girlfriends,
children?
We ask that every day.
Kristen,
How is that possible?
that was my argument to the DNA testers. It didn't work. Okay.
Can I say this? Christina, now I know why. How in the heck of all that's possible? Mike's behind you, by the way.
I know. What?
Now I know why, how at work and around you guys, I end up being Jiminy Cricket with you guys. Because I would never tie my unit to anything.
I will say a lot of alcohol was involved.
This is why I don't drink.
Yeah, but they say that if it's something you absolutely would not do sober, you won't do it drunk either.
Look, the problem wasn't alcohol. The problem was Ryan Manor Apartments. Let's be real, because majority of the stories happened at that apartment.
What was it, like The Grudge? It made you, like, there was some sort of evil spirit that insisted you do terrible things.
Yeah, it was called Zima.
Your penis.
Somewhere around that apartment, and then alcohol being involved. Unfortunately, my genitalia would get whipped out and dipped into something, and usually smacked across somebody's face. It's the way it happened.
What? Why? Just God.
Oh God! Speaking of, you remember Prosky's buddy Stu?
How can I
God.
forget
Matt
Stu?
and I are equally broken.
Remember that one party where I was
Kristen.
dipping my balls in ice cream, and then he turned around not knowing which one was the ice cream. He ate it.
So let's actually move on and talk about our. Let's use this as a
Fun memories of the
segue and move
show.
on to our memories of the second season, seeing that this is our last show for the second season, shall we, Chris?
This is what happens
not
when
talk
we don't
about
have
your-
a script.
I think that was the one that almost broke Kristen.
So how about we do that? Okay, let's talk about our memories.
Sure, boss. Anything you want.
Yeah, I gotta whip these. It's like herding cats in here.
I was gonna say, don't use the term "whip anything" right now because it'll get back to what he was whipping out.
Yes.
I was just For the record, I wasn't the one that brought up the memory of tying any units to any Mercury Cougars. I just want to go on record stating that. So I wasn't the one that led the conversation to this.
Well, I
just
will
to be
say
fair.
one thing about it. At least it wasn't a real cougar.
You're right.
That
You're
could have
right,
been
Eric.
painful.
It's all her fault.
We might have two. If that was the case, we may have two Christinas in the room.
I've got the legs for it, and there is pictures floating around on the internet of me in a dress, so I guess it could happen.
Wow.
Brian's back and he missed the whole Mercury Cougar discussion.
Brian,
Can you
guys-
missed
can you guys
so
hear me?
much.
Yes.
We can
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
can.
Welcome
You're
back. So we were about to talk about our breaking the fourth wall memories.
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go.
So who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I will tell my story, which I told God knows how long ago, which broke Matt completely, which was always a fun memory, watching Matt completely lose his marbles. And you get Matt really well, by the way, when his pitch goes up like 3 octaves and he sounds like a 5-year-old schoolgirl.
I still love that one where he went up 5 octaves and then he started growling like Chewbacca in the laugh. That was the greatest one.
But the one story which I'm going to retell right now
Oh boy.
goes back to a coworker of mine. And apparently he was really kind of high. And then he was at a concert. I think it was like a Dierks Bentley concert or something. I don't remember what it was. And he walks into the porta potty, does his business, and he looks over and he goes, "Oh wow, there's a sink." And so he picks up the soap and starts washing his hands with the soap. Realizes halfway through, like, oh crap, I'm just trying to wash my hands with a urinal cake. And the best part of the story, though, however, goes afterwards and goes to Brian Miller, when he's just sitting there pondering this, and he goes, "But where's the faucet?" And right then, his camera completely froze, and he's just sitting there like...
And I proceeded to lose it bad.
One of the many, many times on Breaking the Fourth Wall that Matt Cruz has lost it.
If I'm not mistaken, that's when he was turning like purple. We lost Brian because his computer froze.
That was the
first
Gremlins
time-
episode.
That was the first time Lori picked up the microphone and said, "What did you do to break my husband?"
Yes, we all. The first time Lori, well, actually, the first time Lori actually had dialogue on the show, other than busting my chops.
And it's been all downhill for Matt ever since.
Oh my god.
Yes.
All right, so whoever else, so let somebody else go. Let's have some fond memories.
One of my favorites to this day. One of my favorites to this day is the day Eric broke.
Yes.
Yes.
The day Eric broke, that was so epic. We named the episode after it.
Well, the thing is,
Wow.
too, we tried and tried for weeks to get him to mess up. Because we were all good for messing up. Matt, at the time, it was Matt, Chris, and myself. And we slipped up. But Eric had this note on the side of his tablet at the time he was using. It says, pretty much don't curse. And so he had this reminder. And I guess the 1 week we hit him just right and he forgot to put the note on his tablet. And he let it rip. And we were just like...
Yes! The first time!
Oh,
think
we,
it was like-
we celebrated on air for a good 5 minutes. And Eric tried to argue it. That was the best part. Because Eric tried to argue it. No, I didn't. And he thought about it. And then all of a sudden came the epic naming of the episode. When Eric said, F it.
And that was it.
You do a pretty good Eric impersonation. Oh, by the way, I want to put this out there. So while I was doing my horrible job at work of measuring weird objects, a couple times I get books and stuff, which is cool. And there was one book that came through which was really kind of interesting. And it was The Last Starfighter, the musical. It was a full script. Somebody actually took the movie Last Starfighter and made a musical out of it.
Wow.
Okay, well.
What
Oh my
eye-bleeding
God.
anal seepage thing are you talking about?
It's a musical.
What?
It's a youth theater musical rendition of The Last Starfighter.
Why don't you tell us how you really feel, Chris?
Ah!
It sounds very painful. Oh wait! We might actually get to see Chris in full. Like he's got. It looks like he's
He
about to have
might-
a stroke.
Wedding.
He's constipated.
Oh man, he.
It's going
No, especially
Oh.
the one thing where you have Greek singing.
Wait. Last Starfighter
The musical.
musical, like Sweeney Todd, like West Side Story,
Yes.
like Grease, the
Yes.
musical.
Yes.
What's next? Enemy Mine?
That's a thing too.
What? I mean, I thought it was bad that South Park longer, bigger, whatever. Actually won a
Longer
Tony,
Uncut.
actually won a Tony Award the year it came out.
Wasn't that for Blame Canada?
Yes.
Blame Canada get the Tony.
Blame
Oh.
Canada. Blame
Oh,
Canada.
that-
Cause
no.
it's not
That's
even a
it.
real
It's like
country
you're singing
anyway.
it. So I can
No,
sing that.
no.
We'll get hit with copyrights.
No, we
Yep.
can sing it. We just can't replay it.
But Last Starfighter, is this actually in production or is this like a school play?
It's actually a production for community theaters, school plays, and stuff like that.
All right, excuse me a second.
I think
I'm gonna set my microphone down, but you'll probably hear it.
Oh no, you're not gonna go shoot a gun, are you?
he actually beat his head up and does.
I'm sorry. Okay, continue on with the story.
But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there that I saw that today and I was like, wow, okay. I didn't know this was a thing.
This
Didn't feel good, did it, Chris?
it doesn't help.
That felt better than hearing Last Starfighter the musical.
Oh.
Oh wow! I thought your face was impressive. I just said it to my wife who's sitting next to me. It was like a cringe of horror.
I
Picture
love
horror.
The Last Starfighter, man. That's an
Mess with
awesome
it.
movie.
You're the musical writer.
It's actually one of the few movies I would actually hope they would reboot just to update it, because the one thing about it is the graphics of it are a little dated.
Yeah.
I mean a lot. But
Well,
it was
even
such
I
an
think about
awesome,
it, for how
awesome-
old it is, the graphics still kind of hold up for how old it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death,
but
what was
by
it? Death
today's
Blossom?
standards-
What was it?
But by today's standards, it really would be kind of like B-rate quality, graphics. So it's one of those ones I would really want to see redone, or at least like remastered. If not rebooted, at least remastered. Clean it up some.
Yeah.
But a musical? No.
I can
That's like
hear the
smart-
pain
hey.
in your voice.
It's like in Europe.
Totally
there was a
worth
Spider-
bringing this up, by the way.
There was a Spider-Man musical. That was painful.
Oh my God. I
But-
threw up on my mouth. You know what, Matt? You could thank Christina, because now I know how Last Airbender felt to you.
Wow.
I really now understand it.
Wow.
I understand the pain I caused.
The physical picture is now, my friend. Now you see the pain. Blood in your system, coursing through your veins in a rage. There is
hate.
hate that I-
Let the hate flow through you. It makes you strong, gives you focus.
I've got one question to that whole entire thing. Why?
I knew that's what you were gonna say. I knew it.
Why?
Did you guys see it? I even mouthed it with him.
Why would you do that?
Actually, I gotta say, some of my most favorite moments are when you guys do get me good. As I gotta say, I'll admit, I crack myself up sometimes at some of this stupid stuff I do, and everyone's like, "Why are you laughing?" I was like, "You didn't see it," and
Brian's gone
Brian's
again.
gone again.
make him disappear. Poof. But I mean, I gotta say, on the real, this show has helped me so much. Just getting a lot of my off my chest and off my head, and a lot of it has been because of the laughter we have up here. I mean, I know I cause a lot of it, especially with my high pitched laughing and all the crazy stuff that comes out that you guys get me to do. But I mean,
remember, it's laughing with you, not at you.
exactly. But it's funny that this one guy I used to work with. He say, "Yo, dude, you can make a lot of money. Yeah, you can sit on stage and everyone can laugh at you, not laughing with you, laughing at you." And I was like, you know what? He may have a point. But you know what? If he ever sees us on YouTube and we ever go somewhere, go viral and stuff like that, and be like, "Thank you, man. You made me a million, a butthead." How's the divorce? Anyway, heard she got it all.
Oh wow.
Favorite memory?
I will have to say it's about myself. I think it's when the worst memory I think I ever saw was Chips. I still today it still eats me that they could even decide to make this movie, an iconic TV series, into a movie with two, I say they're B-list actors. They did terrible.
They could have done so much more.
Well, here's the question now. Which is worse, the reboot of Chips or Last Starfighter the musical?
Last Starfighter the
I'm
musical.
still saying going to be Chips. I don't care about the Last Starfighter.
Oh!
Chris, I'm with you on this one. The last Starfighter as a musical. That's like a dude. That's worse than a kick in the nuts. That's like a kick in the nuts that you didn't see coming, and they told you were about to get like the best birthday present, and they made you close your eyes, and you were just spread your legs just right, and you were leaning backwards. You totally didn't see it coming, and you got the full impact of the pain. Just a full impact. That's what that was.
Well, you know what, Christina, if you still have that article in any way, shape, or form, or if you remember, you said it was local community theater.
Well, it was a book. It was the actual script I ran into at work.
We gotta find out. We gotta find out where this is going because I are gonna be broadcast and produced.
It's not. It's just a script. It's like you could buy the script for $10. We could do it on the show. It'd be hysterical.
We could buy the script.
Yeah, it's $10. I already looked at the price.
Who wants to get a script of Last Starfighter the musical and put on a Breaking the Fourth Wall production?
No, just no. I want no part of this.
Oh, come on. It'll be good for a laugh.
Just no. I will not be part of this chicanery. That dark sorcery shall not exist.
Oh my god.
I think Brian lost power. Looks like he's outside again.
No, I can't get my Skype. For some reason, I can't get my Skype to stay connected on my computer right now.
Weird.
I don't know.
All right. Well, while we got you, let's hear one of your favorite memories of the past season of Breaking the Fourth Wall.
Finding out that Matt looked like Paul Giamatti. That was because I remember Christina saying something about it, and then I was like, I can kind of see it. And then when we were recording, I think it was the rant video, right before the rant video, and it's just, I don't know, it was like the lighting or something on it. I was just like, holy crap, it does look like Paul Giamatti. And I asked him, I was like, hey, Matt, look down to your left just a little bit. And he did. And I was like, and I took the screenshot. I'm like, I got you. Thank you. And then, what is that for? I'm like, nothing, don't worry about it.
And then Chris got it. Then Christina got it. Then last but not least, I got it. And I was like, you can fill in the blank there.
You can fill, hold on, who was the one who pointed that out to me? Wasn't that like Cassie?
No, that was Lawton's wife. That was.
That's right, yeah. And the thing is, like, look at his ID. It showed me, looking at his work ID, I was like, oh my god. See, for a while he wore glasses, so you didn't see it as much, but now he's got contacts, and now you see it plain as day.
I said, why hide it? I embrace my Paul Giamatti-ness.
Embrace your inner Paul Giamatti.
Is that a word now?
I guess.
Since we're gonna keep using it, yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to make a phrase for it or something. My Paul Giamatti.
It's called Giamattiism now.
There we go.
Giamattiism.
Giamattiism.
Be one with your Giamattiism.
See, now I'm gonna go watch a bunch of his movies, and I'm gonna start quoting his movies. Watch. You guys.
Hell, if I look like you, I'd be watching all of Paul Giamatti's movies going, that's me! I was in that movie!
I bet you
every Comic-Con is Paul Giamatti.
Actually,
yeah, you can RP like you can seriously like cosplay like any like Paul Giamatti character.
I should do that one year.
There's some guy that there's this older gentleman who does the Smallville Comic-Con, and he comes as Stan Lee every year, and he looks exactly like Stan Lee. It's crazy.
That's
And he would
awesome.
That's crazy, man.
So you have to be our Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
We got one more memory to throw out there. We got Christen, last but not least.
Well, I haven't been around as long, so there aren't as many memories. But pretty much any time that Matt starts laughing so hard he squeaks, that's fantastic. One of the best things ever when he starts squeaking.
And right now on my screen, because of how my Skype is situated, when Matt was looking up, he was looking right at Christen.
That's the way it is on my screen too.
Nice.
Like the Brady Bunch.
I got Brian right above.
Now you're looking
Matt,
at Chris.
and I got
All right.
Christen right
So
above
if I
you.
so it's like
Yeah, so it's like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, basically.
This is what
this is
Brady Bunch.
this is the weirdest Brady Bunch ever. Okay.
This is
Yeah.
a dysfunctional Brady
You know what?
Bunch.
Your family's
Actually-
perfect. Shut up.
No, I'll-
And then anytime I'm able to really get one of you, that's also a favorite moment.
I will say my favorite. I'll be the serious one here because everybody kind of took the funny stuff and everything else. My favorite memory, and again, I'm the one that's been here from the beginning with breaking the fourth wall, from season 1 and season 2. I've watched different cast members come and go, and then finally putting together the family we have here now. And I think that's my favorite part about it is that we are very much a family, and from that family we grew the family bigger to the point that it became Realm of the Mist Entertainment and included in Christen and Brian and Mario and Mark and, soon to be Kurt and just there's a lot of memories on a lot of the shows. It's really escalated beyond fourth wall to me. Which, I said it to Brian today. It's funny that a silly idea because I was lonely and missing doing anything entertaining has sprouted into this, and has become a very, very important part of not just my life, but it seems like everybody's life involved. And I couldn't, in reality, I couldn't say that I was any more blessed than that.
Well,
I couldn't be any more blessed than that.
Well, speaking as like the second longest running member on the show at this point, because remember I came in right at the beginning of season 2.
Right.
I kind of just invited myself because that's what I do. Like, yeah, I'll do it. He was talking to me about it. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, wait, what? Okay, and I've been here ever since. But to see how much this show has evolved since February. Because this is when we started second season, was probably, what, mid-February, right, Chris?
Give or take, yeah. I think
Roughly.
it was like right after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we started second season at that point, and our audio quality was horrible. We had no video at that point. It was only me and Chris, and then Eric joined up. So it was still just me and Chris talking. Then we brought Matt in. Then Brian came in, and then Christen came in, and it's like now, and then Brian became an official, and Mario came in, and John came in.
Yeah.
Can't forget John either, and we just came in, and now we have this really just very dysfunctional but awesome group on the for breaking the fourth wall alone. We've got Chris the curmudgeon. He's miserable about everything. Oh, he is. That sucks. This sucks. That sucks. This sucks.
He's the
I
one.
can get your meme right there with that pose he did. Like, just Chris doing that and going, this sucks.
I prefer the term realist, but hey, we'll go with it.
Then we have Eric. We have Eric the Silent that we have to poke at to get to talk sometimes.
He's like our Silent Bob.
Yeah. Then we have Matt the Squeaker. We get him going. He literally his octave just goes higher, 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 higher.
He really is like a stone dog's chew toy.
I was gonna say he's like a dude.
You have Christen, who's just awesome. I mean, and we actually have somebody who's published. I mean, we can't go wrong with that. Then we have Brian, who at times just turns into like a 5-year-old child, like on like getting the perfect gift on Christmas.
Right now, he's just sort of a floating
like,
head.
just mention something about Star Wars.
It's Zordon.
Like, let's not forget the episode a couple weeks ago.
Zordon right now.
Yes, it looks like.
No, but seriously, like let's remember a couple weeks.
And there's 5 of us.
Oh God.
You're the Power Rangers. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I can. And see, we got the Pink Ranger, we got the yellow. Oh, she gets.
You
to be
gotta
pink
say
she's
names
wearing
because
pink.
where you're pointing doesn't work.
Okay. Okay.
You were pointing at
Everyone's
Brian
at
on
different
my
point.
screen.
He was pointing at Eric on mine. He's like, "We got the Pink Ranger." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, Eric." It's just like, you think it's the Robot Chicken skit where the boy got the Pink Ranger costume for Halloween. He got stuck wearing it, and the bully started like thinking he was hot.
For that kid, the worst Halloween ever.
So yeah, you have to say names, Matt, not point.
Okay, Kristen gets to be the Pink Ranger because she's actually wearing pink right now.
Okay, it's red, but I'll go with it.
It looks. Oh God, no, God! We're gonna have that meme contest. Is it blue? Is it purple? Is it blue? Is it purple? Oh God!
Stupid dress.
All right, we got. Chris would definitely have to be the Blue Ranger because he's the one wearing glass. Well, he's wearing glasses and he's got the blue vest. I swear to God, so he gets to be the Blue Ranger. You get to be the other girl Ranger, obviously yellow. Me, I
I'm
get
not
to be the
Chinese.
Black. We got Zordon right here, and then we got freaking the red. Oh God, he gets to be the Red Ranger because he's the only one left over.
I didn't think the Red Ranger was that big.
Okay, well, or it could be Bulk and Skull. I don't know. Anyway,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, girl. Eric, and this will be the last. And Eric quits after this episode.
I know, right?
No, actually, no. All I can think of right now is Basketball. Is the movie Basketball with Squeak. Yeah, God damn it, you guys! You guys rag on me like another 100, 200 times. I'm out of here.
Gar, Peter. Sorry, I went into that.
I love that. It's my favorite
Yarg.
part of that whole movie.
But who's gonna help me with this? This treasure. Yark.
Gar.
thank you.
Yarr.
Everybody. The funny thing is, it sounds like I got a laugh track with me because my wife and my daughter and her boyfriend are sitting here. They like to listen in sometimes, and it sounds like I got a good laugh track going in the background. So cheap special effects, people.
Oh, you know what? You know what? The hell with it. The hell with
Yeah.
it. This
Breaking the
is
rules.
this is the season finale right here. Turn that camera. Make them say hi.
Okay, F it. They want to say hi. Say
Say
hi.
hi.
Whoa.
Hi, everybody. Put a shirt on.
Hey, put shit on.
I'm sorry, that image can look so wrong in a lot of ways.
Matt, why do you have a topless guy in your room, man? What the hell?
Don't you know he goes that way?
That's on his boyfriend. Thank you.
And he's yellow now. Again, he's just turned yellow.
Matt's the yellow ring.
No, you're the Yellow Ranger, Matt.
That's more like orange.
No, it's yellow.
It's
There is no
definitely
orange Ranger,
yellow.
Dude, if only we could turn Matt red right now. If we could turn Matt red, he'd look like the Kool-Aid.
Oh no, green. He could be the Hulk.
Hulk smash.
Popsicles in the freezer.
Oh, I heard. There's popsicles in the freezer. Ha
I know, we do.
Oh God.
There's popsicles in the freezer.
Crickets go crazy.
And the crickets got crazy because they heard it. They were listening in on your conversations. So
Possible the popsicle. What does it mean?
Wow, did she go a higher octave? Can we work on that?
I know. With the octaves that me and my wife reach, you wonder why we have windows, right?
All right, guys, we're actually coming up near the end of the show. Should we do our movie picks of the break?
Yeah, I think we'd be a little different here because it is a break. We're going to be off for a couple months. I think we're not coming back until September.
Yeah.
Yeah, September, like the first week of September, where we'll be in the season 3 and 4th wall. I think we should challenge the people, since it's going to be essentially like 2 months, a month and a half. I say we give them a TV series pick of the break.
Can it be anime?
I refute your logic.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if it's modern TV, like on TV now, or something that you can find on Hulu or Netflix.
Can
Just
it be
give 'em something.
anime? Or does it have to be live action?
I said TV.
So
It doesn't
anything.
matter. Pick a cartoon.
All right, I'm good. I got it. I'm good.
Yu-Gi-Oh for all I care.
I know what series I want to watch because I can watch it anytime. So,
Okay. Go ahead. We'll start off with you then.
Yu Yu Hakusho. That is one awesome series. They only showed the Dark Tournament during its run on Cartoon Network. They never gave it the credit it ever was worth. Watch the whole series from beginning to end. You'll be surprised. It's actually a good original story. I mean, Kristen, you said live action. No, it's not worth live action. But if you want to sit through a whole series that's original to a point,
And there's only 4 seasons.
there's only 3 seasons, 4 seasons. Sorry, there's only 4 seasons for Yu Yu Hakusho. The Dark Tournament. If you like the Dark Tournament, that's the tip of the iceberg. Tip of the iceberg. There's a Demon World tournament. There's actually you get the backstory between the Togoro brothers and Yusuke, which is the main character of the story.
No, you get the backstory between the girl.
Yes!
Oh, to close the season.
Can I just say this? Can I just say this? And I'm not even going to try to defend myself, but Hadouken! I mean, really. straight up dragon punch my backside. Sonic boom! I mean, really. I would go faster, but not as powerful. Anyway.
Okay.
Christina, your pick.
I was so going through
I'm actually going to. I know everyone's probably thinking, "Oh, she's going to do Firefly." No, I'm not. I'm going to say Sword Art Online. Another anime series, very original anime series. Sorry about this immersive VR MMO that everyone gets trapped in, and they have to beat the game to get back to real life. However, things are not that simple because once they beat the game, not everyone gets out. I'm not going to spoil it, but there's 2 seasons. The first season deals with the main game they're trapped in, and then another game called Elfheim Online. The third one is also Elfheim Online, but also one of my favorite games, the game I wish they would actually put out for PS4 and all Sword Art games, which would be Gun Gale Online. So it's an awesome series, very original. Check it out.
Although I pretty much know the answer to this, Eric.
Chips.
What? I'm going.
Your TV show pick of the week or of the season.
I'm gonna go with a cartoon. I'm gonna say The Mask.
Go there.
The cartoon mask.
Yes.
Cartoon The Mask? Really?
Okay.
I love that one. That's like one of my favorites.
Okay.
Fair enough. I don't know if you can find it anywhere, but if you can,
Yes,
you
you
know,
can.
you can't where?
It's on
Fire
eBay.
Stick Pro.
It's on
Oh, it's
eBay.
on eBay.
Probably burns.
It's on my Christmas list this year.
Kristen.
I'm gonna go with a show called Lost Girl. It's this really cool show. I think it was produced in Canada.
Lost Girl.
It's
I
yeah.
love Lost
See,
Girl.
thank you. Yes, it deals with the idea that there are like the Fae, but they sort of are humans and they live among us, and they have all these different factions and this really cool stuff. It's an awesome, awesome show, and I highly recommend it.
Brian.
I'm going to go with one. I don't know if very many people have ever watched it, but it's on Netflix right now. 2 seasons of it. It's called F is for Family.
Oh, good one.
Have you guys watched that?
I have.
That's a really good show. I laughed my butt off watching that series. I was hooked on the series the first 3 minutes of the first episode of the first season, and I've never been able to stop watching it. I got a buddy of mine to start watching it, and now every time he sees me, he looks at me and holds a knife out, and he's like, "You don't know a goddamn thing about me," you know. I mean, freaking if you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. But guys, go on Netflix, check out F is for Family. It's freaking awesome.
I recently discovered on that it's released on Hulu, but I discovered it in a bargain bin at FYE, and it really captivated me. It's a couple years ago. Sci-Fi Channel had reimagined Battlestar Galactica. That will be my pick for the season because it's about 4 seasons, and I'll be honest, I was never a fan of the original Battlestar. There was a couple decent episodes, but it was kind of slow to me. This one really gripped me the whole entire time, and not to spoil it, but that ending for the end of the series, that was trippy how they tied that into real life. You know, they tied it into real life, modern our society, and the way they did it was epic. I mean, Edward James Olmos playing Admiral Adama. You can't ask for better, man. And check out that series; it's really worth it if you're a sci-fi fan.
Oh yeah.
Brian, where can they find you in the Canon library during this break from football?
Well, you heard the man. You guys can find me at the Star Wars Canon Library. You can also visit my website, www.starwarscanonlibrary.com. You can also find me on War of the Stars during the break. And then once Breaking the Fourth Wall comes back, I'll be back on here as well.
What are you doing, Brian? I'm hearing like all kinds of crazy
I'm in the backseat of a little Mercury Tracer right now. True story. Crazy how life goes, huh?
He couldn't wait for the fourth wall break. He's already heading for vacation in his little.
I think he's probably heading to Taco Bell.
No.
Ask him, do they have taco dips?
On it.
Yeah, Sonic. There you go.
Yeah.
They have tacos.
I can't believe we got back to this. Okay.
It was my fault. I take the blame.
And before she was disgusted by this, I want to go on record. She was disgusted by this and disgusted by us. Now she joined in the tomfoolery. I say, folly is child. Folly is. And my wife is encouraging you, so she's going, yes! Okay? I didn't want to...
Lost girl.
Exactly, lost girl. They can find me on Breaking... their amusement alone, as well as you can find me DMing and hosting on Gaming XP, which soon should be releasing its second episode. And we got to get together and polish up your character.
Yep.
All right, Eric, where can they find you during this break?
You can find me on Facebook at Eric J. Batista Sr. and also on the Xbox One at Smoke1437.
And I believe you have a new show coming out, don't you?
Yes, called Rant Nation.
You said Rat Nation.
Rat Nation.
What, are you following the band?
Way Cool Junior. It's about the only 2 Rat songs I know.
That's
Christen.
probably 2 more than most people.
That's
I
true.
know. I'm like, that's
Where
the
can they
fact.
find you?
Man,
They
I don't know
can
the.
find me on, well, not on Breaking the Fourth Wall until we come back, but they can find me on Facebook through either my profile or the Facebook, like the fan page for my books, Song of Souls Trilogy. They can also find me on Twitter, and they can find me on Star Wars The Old Republic on the Evan Hawk server as Inari Soon on both sides, because I have this one character that I play obsessively.
Christina.
All right, you can find me on my show, That Trans Geek Girl, which published weekly. You can also find me on War of the Stars, as well as I do need to get caught up and run some more streams for Press A Gaming. And also, you can find me on Gaming XP as the lovable but grumpy War Priestess. You can also find me on Facebook. I have a fan page, which is Christina Talley, which is at That Trans Geek Girl. And also on Twitter at Christina_Tally.
All right, well, plain and simple, you guys can find me pretty much on any of the Realm of the Mid shows. I pop up from time to time. Gaming XP, That Trans Geek Girl. Sooner or later, I'll pop up on Star Wars Canon Library.
It's coming, I promise.
running a Fallout series on Press A Gaming. Plus, Christina, Eric, and myself are busting out a couple video episode of Battlefront on the Xbox One, to be followed up by Christina, Brian, and Mario doing the PS4 version, and then finished up. With Christina doing a PC version. And then when she's done that, we're all going to get together and do a panel discussing the pros and cons of the game on each of the systems and which one would be the best system that represented the game.
Right now, with Xbox, those damn loading screens.
Yeah, those loading screens are horrible.
You know what? I'll judge it since I don't have either one.
There we go.
I'll judge it because
right. I have followed you on Twitter.
All right, my daughter has a 360, but I don't play it. I don't play. Ask Christina. I play more PC games.
All right,
so I will judge it accordingly. We'll give them categories, and we'll have a rant or a rave.
How about you and Kristen both judge it? Seeing that neither of you play the game.
Okay.
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 That works. So when we sit down to do the panel after we do, I'm thinking like 3 to 5 episodes for each system. So that way you get a full feel of it, you know, and then it's going to be multiple point of views because I record from my point of view and Christina records from her point of view.
Yeah, you can see me getting completely wiped last night.
So you guys can watch it any way you want, and then I'm assuming it'll probably be the same way with Christina and Brian, since they both know how to Twitch on the PS4. So and then also during the break, I'm gonna play the owner for a second here. Also during the break, we've got a whole bunch of shows that are gonna be continuing to go on. War of the Stars, That Trans Geek Girl, Gaming XP, Nerdy Observations, Sith Lord Reviews will all still be going on. So new content.
War of the Stars.
I did say War of the Stars.
Yeah, I heard War of the Stars.
Will be going up consistently during the break of breaking the fourth wall. But however, we are working to bring up After Hours. We are bringing up Rant Nation with Eric Batista. We are working, like I said, on the gaming Press A Gaming. And of course, we are working on bringing up Into the Pit with Kurt Ward, as well as Brian and I getting ready to launch Journal of the Jedi, consisting about Star Wars comic canon. So watch out for these shows. They should be coming together and probably debuting before Fourth Wall comes back in September.
Oh yeah, very, very soon.
So, guys, thank you very, very much for the support. It's been an awesome, awesome season. I want to thank my panel, who has been with me for majority of this season. It's been a hell of a ride. And for the ones that came in, I'm so sorry. But you're stuck with it now.
It's been very helpful through all of the stuff I'm dealing with right now. Tonight has been helpful and good.
I hope it helps with the writing, too. I hope some character banter is like loosely based off of some of the stuff.
Screw that! Put me in a book, Kristen. Jesus.
Yeah, right. Me too.
I don't know if we wind up in a
just
book.
so you know.
I don't know if we wind up.
You're
in a
only
book,
5'1".
I don't know if we wind up in a book, but if we see if I get book 3 and a character's washing their hands with a urinal cake, or one loses it over a taco dip with extra sour cream, then I know that Fourth Wall has done its job. Guys, Radiocast FM, thank you very much. Realm of the Mist Entertainment YouTube, thank you very much. We'll catch you in September. Have a good one.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.